Well, good morning, YouTube. It's New Year's Eve. I'm trying to figure this window out. I got me a good felt piece. I got my cardboard in here. Now I have a little channel right there that the rubber went into. But I've only got half of it around the top. This rubber kind of spread out, but I was thinking about making this out of wood, but that's not going to work, I don't think. So what I need to do is make a channel. It needs to be about 1/2 inch thick, 5/8 wide. And it needs to go at least from the top of the door here down to the bottom on both sides to hold this rubber in. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'd be best off to just try to get me an aluminum piece. Let's take a look at the drivers. Well, you kind of see that little channel there. That's about what's on the other side. And I don't have anything over here. And of course, nothing going around the top. So what I'm thinking is just get me a piece of aluminum channel. This is steel and it's been welded in. But I think I need to make this whole channel both sides. I'm gonna work on a passenger door because that seems to be the best one. On this top part here, I can probably weld a little 90 in here that would go along this whole piece, that would come down and hold the come down to like right about here. I could put the rubber in it, and I could do that all the way along this door here. Now I'd have to make a curved piece for this, so I could do the straight. And I could also do a straight piece right here on the front of the door. That would I need about 1.5 feet here of a straight piece. Just match this up. And use an angle iron on the top, and then again I could use a straight piece here. And maybe use a aluminum channel down in the bottom. I don't know how I would put it on. I suppose I could get like a 5/8 square tube and cut one side of it out. That would give me a channel. I'll have to figure on this one a while. I made up my mind here. I ordered some 3-foot aluminum square channel and 3/4 3-foot is enough to do this door. So I'm waiting on that. Meanwhile, I'll tape up all my rubber and let it kind of take this shape. I'm trying to move on with this. I got the lights done. I dropped my lens and broke it. I'm trying to glue it back together. But here's this cross member I have to make across here. I found a piece of pipe that's almost will fit, but I gotta turn it down so it will fit in these holes, and I can clamp it. And here it is in the lathe. Now I don't know what this was, some kind of a stake for something. I don't know if this is a hollow tube with holes bored through it. It don't look like it. I cut the end of it off. Had a sharp stake on the end. So I'm going to turn this this piece long enough to fit in there, and then I'm going to just try to whack it on the ground or something, get a curve in it. But first thing I got to do is turn these ends down to where they'll fit inside that. Well, there's this piece. I turned it down a couple inches. Fits in there fine. And it looks like when I get it bent, I'll be about right here. So I'm going to turn this down here to probably the first hole. And you can tell this was the hammer end, so this is going to be kind of big. But I want to try to turn it down before I go to bending it. Obviously I can't turn it once it's bent, so I'll just make sure that this side is turned down to where it will fit, and then I'll try to figure out some way of getting this bent, get it into that. Well, that took a lot of hammering. I eventually wound up cutting it about halfway through the tube there. You can kind of see the little marks. Dog just insists on looking, but I got it where it's in there pretty good, and it's a pretty even curve. I don't want those holes in it, so I'm going to take a flappy disc to it, flapper disc, clean it up, weld it, grind it down, and I should be done. Well, I got it bent, and I welded up all my places in here. I'm just gonna take a flapper disc and smooth it out. Well, here we go after quite a bit more grinding and polishing. I've got this real good. These fenders will still move just a little, but this this brace is going to help center them right. But looks good. Still kind of hot. Looks like I might have to cut the end off a little. Ooh, oh, that's really hot. Yeah, it looks like that one fits a little better. So I think my bar is good. I'm going to go ahead and assemble it, and then I'll take it apart again and paint it. But I'll have to take these braces here. They need to be painted as well. I've still got some electrical soup over there that I can de-rust it with. But for now, I just want to put it together and see how it's holding the fenders. Well, that went on real good. The first time in quite a while we've seen it with both fenders on. But looks like that went in. I put those back on. I'm just going to check it here. This is about 20.5 to the corner. This is about 20 to the radiator from the seam. We've got about 12.5. And here, from the radiator to the seam, I've got like 12. So this fender needs to come down a little, or this one needs to go up a little. So I'm within a 1/2 inch. So this is all loose still. I mean, once I bolted it down, it really stiffened it up. But the crossbar looks real good. I could have put it in straight. All the Fords were straight, but the Chrysler, for some reason, always used a curved headlight bar. So I'm going to use a curved one. So this is kind of a success for today. I need to polish it up a little more, of course. That was just old rusty survey pin, I think it was. But it's in, and it overall looks good. So I'll go ahead and press forward on this. And once I get it to where I know that it's the right angle and stuff, then I'll take it out and paint it. Paint those up, mount my other headlight. So we're moving along, guys. I appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe, tell a friend if you will. And next thing I'm going to have to do is clean up that firewall and paint it. I'm going to clean up all that window there, paint it, and install the front window. And then it's just body work here, you know, putting on some Bondo stuff. I haven't really worked on this fender much since I got it straight. This one's pretty close. I lost my balance and stepped on it here and bent that one a little bit, but I'll get that fixed up. I don't know, maybe I'll put it together in primer and go test drive it, but there's really no reason to do that because I know it all works. So we'll press along and see what comes up next.